The history of Britain is a captivating story of ancient civilizations, invasions, and cultural evolution. Spanning centuries, it saw the rise and fall of societies, each leaving a lasting impact on the British Isles. From the early Celtic tribes to the Roman Empire's conquest, the transformation of Britain is both fascinating and complex. In this document, we will explore Britain's history, from ancient Celtic societies to the Roman conquest that shaped its destiny. The earliest known inhabitants of Britain were the Celts, a group of Indo-European peoples who migrated to the island around 800 BCE. These tribes, known as the Britons, brought their distinct languages, customs, and religious practices, forming the foundation of Celtic culture in Britain. During the Iron Age, which began around this time, the Celts established complex societies with distinct social structures. The Britons lived in hill forts, such as Maiden Castle and Danebury, which served as centers of power, trade, and defense. The Britons were skilled farmers, cultivating wheat, barley, and oats, while rearing livestock like cattle, sheep, and pigs. Their society was organized into tribes, each led by a chieftain. The Druids, a priestly class, held significant influence, serving as religious leaders, judges, and custodians of tradition. Celtic religion was polytheistic, worshipping gods linked to natural elements and celestial bodies. Rituals, sacrifices, and divination were important parts of their practices. The Celts also valued oral storytelling and poetry, which preserved their myths, legends, and history. The Romans enter the stage in 43 CE. The Roman Empire, under Emperor Claudius, launched a military campaign to conquer Britain. The Roman legions encountered fierce resistance from the native Britons but ultimately established control over the southeastern part of Britain after decades of conflict. Under Roman rule, the island underwent significant transformation. The Romans introduced structured administration, establishing cities, towns, and villas. Londinium, modern-day London, emerged as a major urban center and hub of trade. The Romans built an extensive network of roads, such as Fosse Way and Watling Street, which facilitated trade, communication, and troop movement, contributing to the Romanization of Britain. The Romans also brought their architectural style, building public structures like the baths at Bath and temples. Latin became the language of governance, and Roman law was introduced. Roman influence paved the way for Christianity, which gradually replaced indigenous Celtic beliefs. One iconic legacy of Roman Britain was Hadrian's Wall, constructed between 122 to 128 CE, stretching 80 miles across the northern frontier. It served as a defensive barrier and symbol of Roman authority. Despite these efforts, the Romans faced continual threats from neighboring tribes like the Picts, requiring frequent military campaigns to defend the northern frontier. The decline of the Roman Empire in the 4th and 5th centuries led to the withdrawal of Roman legions from Britain by 410 CE, leaving the Britons vulnerable. Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, began migrating to Britain, establishing their own kingdoms and pushing the native Britons to the fringes of the island. This migration marked a significant cultural shift, with Germanic language and customs influencing the future of Britain. The era of Anglo-Saxon domination brought Old English, which evolved into Middle and then Modern English, shaping the linguistic landscape. The Germanic tribes also introduced their own political structures and norms, laying the foundation for future governance and culture in the British Isles. The history of Britain from the Celts to the Romans is a captivating saga of cultural encounters, conquests, and transformations. The Celts, with their rich traditions and hill forts, laid the foundation of ancient British society. The Roman conquest brought urbanization, infrastructure development, and the spread of Christianity. However, the Roman withdrawal left the Britons vulnerable to Anglo-Saxon invasions, leading to new kingdoms and the assimilation of Germanic culture. Understanding this dynamic journey through time is crucial to comprehending the origins and evolution of the British Isles into the diverse nation it is today.